my dear students. I welcome you all to Santukaram National Model School. I'm your teacher, Mr. Sachin sir. I'll be teaching you class 4 social studies. So this is a new video series. In this video series, we are going to cover the different types of water bodies. Video series, videos on landforms. It is already posted on our YouTube channel. You can go and watch those videos. So let's move and start our water bodies here. But before going on to the water bodies, you know different types of water bodies are there. Before going on to the water bodies, we need to first understand what is meant by a water body. You might have seen water many times at many places on Earth's surface. Many bodies of water you might have seen. Somewhere you might have seen very huge water is getting collected. Somewhere you might have seen the rivers. Somewhere you might have seen the lakes. So all these things comes under the water bodies. So we need to define, we need to learn, we need to understand actually what is meant by a water body. So let's start. What is meant by a water body? Any significant accumulation of water on the Earth's surface will be termed, will be referred as the water body. It is often spelled as water and body as a separate word, but still we call it as collectively, we say it water body. So any significant accumulation of water on the surface of our Earth is called as a water body. This term actually refers to the oceans, seas, and lakes, and also it includes the ponds, wetlands, and puddles that get formed and they get vanished in the rainy season. Along with that, you are also having some geographical features, that is the rivers, streams, canals in which you are having the water. In the rivers, streams, and canals, these are termed as geographical features, and in those geographical features, water moves from one place to another place. So it is not compulsory for a water body to be stagnant or still, or it should be at one place. It is not compulsory like that. There are some flowing water bodies and there are some contained still or the stagnant water bodies on our surface of the earth. Which are some of the water bodies? The water bodies which are important on our earth surface, these are the lakes, rivers, the glaciers, and the icebergs. This river is a flowing water body. This lakes is a stagnant or still water body. This glaciers is also a flowing water body. It flows very slowly through the slope of the mountains. But one very important thing about these glaciers and icebergs, you are having water, you are having ice in these glaciers and icebergs. Then also why these glaciers and icebergs are included in the water bodies? Because ice is a solid state of water. When you are having water on our earth surface in three states, that is the solid, liquid, and gases. Okay, solid means the ice, liquid means the water, and gases means the water vapor. Even the clouds are included in the water bodies. So these are some of the important water bodies we are going to see in our upcoming videos. There are also some water bodies. Actually, these are the natural water bodies. These rivers, lakes, glaciers, icebergs, these are the natural water bodies. But there are some water bodies which are human made, and you can say these are the artificial water bodies, like the dams, you can say. Okay, the dams that are constructed on the rivers, or you can say reservoirs of water. These actually are the man-made or the artificial water bodies. There are also some harbors, you can say. You might have seen harbors on the coastal areas. That is where you park your ships. Okay, so there are some natural harbors, there are some artificial or created through the construction by the human being. So such harbors are also coming under these water bodies. So these are some of the important water bodies. Some are man-made, some are natural. So other water bodies, we would be seeing it one by one in our upcoming videos. Till then, we need to stop here, go and watch the landforms and the water bodies videos on our YouTube channel. Bye everyone.